You know, in the early Chunin exams, there's one fight that always sticks with me. And it's not because of some crazy, powerful jutsu, it's because it was all about raw emotion. I'm talking about Sakura versus INO. This wasn't just a fight. It was the boiling point of a broken friendship, a huge rivalry, and a story about one person's massive breakthrough. And it all comes down to a single question.
This right here, this one line from INO is the heart of the entire conflict. You're still a bud waiting to bloom. It's something she said when they were kids, and it became this challenge in the present day. So what does it actually take for that bud to finally, forcefully bloom? Let's get into it.
All right, so to really get what's happening in this fight, we have to rewind a little. Because before they were rivals, before the whole thing with Sasuke, Sakura and INO were actually best friends. And it was more than that. INO was like Sakura's mentor. She was the one who taught Sakura how to be confident.
INO had this really beautiful way of explaining things back then, using this analogy about arranging flowers. She showed Sakura how different flowers can actually make each other look more beautiful. It was her way of helping Sakura see that she wasn't a billboard brow, but a flower with her own potential. But now, in the arena, all that support is gone. Now, they're just obstacles to each other.
And this is where everything really changes. For Sakura, this fight becomes a declaration. It stops being about winning a match or even getting Sasuke's attention. It's about proving, to INO, but way more importantly to herself, that she is not that same timid little girl anymore.
And then Sakura just lays it all out on the table. This whole rivalry, it never came from a place of hate. It came from admiration. She looked up to INO so much that she made INO her goal, the person she wanted to be. And now, in her mind, she's finally on that level, and she has to prove it. We see this shift in a single, totally symbolic moment. INO starts taunting her about her hair, how much she cares about her appearance. And what does Sakura do? She cuts it, right there, without a second thought. It's like she's literally cutting away her old self. The message is loud and clear. She's a kunoichi now. She's been training too hard to care about that stuff anymore.
So the fight gets to a point where they're just trading blows and nobody's really getting an advantage. It's a stalemate, and that's when INO decides it's time to play her trump card. A technique that's incredibly powerful, but oh man, is it risky to use in a head-to-head fight like this.
And there it is. She goes for it. This is a total all-or-nothing move, the signature jutsu of her clan. And if it works, the fight is over in an instant.
So what even is this thing? It's not a physical attack. INO literally sends her own consciousness out of her body and into Sakura's mind. The goal? To take over Sakura's body and make her raise her own hand and forfeit. It's wild.
But, and this is a huge but, this jutsu has some major flaws for direct combat. For one, her spirit moves pretty slow, and it only goes in a straight line, so it's actually easy to dodge. Two, and this is the really dangerous part, if she misses, her own body is left completely empty, a sitting duck. And third, you have to remember, this thing was designed for spying, not for fighting. So using it here, it's a massive, reckless gamble.
And at first, it looks like INO's crazy gamble is actually going to work. She perfectly maneuvers Sakura right where she wants her. From the stands, it looks like the match is over.
It turns out INO had a trap set the whole time. She uses this special rope made of her own hair infused with chakra, and it binds Sakura completely. No more dodging. Sakura walked right into it, thinking she had the upper hand. And just like that, boom, it connects. The mind transfer is a success. INO's consciousness is now inside Sakura's body. For all intents and purposes, INO has won.
I mean, seriously, what do you do in that situation? Your body is no longer your own. So, is this really it? After all that training, after that big declaration of growth, is this how she loses?
But then, something absolutely insane happens. From deep down inside her own head, another voice, inner Sakura, just starts screaming at INO to get out. And fueled by that raw willpower and hearing Naruto screaming his support from the sidelines, Sakura does something nobody thought was possible. She forcibly kicks INO's spirit out of her mind. She breaks the unbreakable jutsu from the inside out.
That final effort it completely drains both of them. Their chakra is gone, they land one last simultaneous punch and then just collapse. The proctor has no choice but to call it. It's a double knockout, a draw. Officially, there's no winner.
But let's be real, the official result doesn't even matter here. The true outcome of the fight becomes clear as they're waking up. The rivalry hasn't ended, not by a long shot, but it has completely transformed.
Let's just circle all the way back to where we started. This was Ino's view of Sakura for years. This kid with potential, yeah, but not yet realized. It was the entire source of their conflict.
And now, just look at the change. After seeing Sakura's incredible force of will firsthand, INO doesn't see a bud anymore. She sees an equal. She finally acknowledges Sakura's growth, and she uses the one metaphor that defined their whole relationship to do it.
And that's the real victory, isn't it? Sakura didn't need to win the match to win her personal battle. By fighting INO to a standstill and doing the impossible, she proved her strength to herself, and she earned the genuine respect of her oldest friend and rival. Their friendship is finally back, but this time it's on equal footing.
Which kind of leaves us with this final thought. This fight shows us that a great rivalry isn't just about who wins and who loses. It's about how you push each other to grow, to go beyond what you thought you could do. So what do you think truly makes a rivalry meaningful? Is it the competition itself, or is it the mutual respect that it can build in the end?